Now with Lara San John, who is back in Peru. She was performing last year, and now she's back for another concert. And now with Paganini. Hello, Lara. You've been here
Hi.
many times. You just told me.
This is my fourth time in Peru.
And you've been going around very much.
The first time I was here, I was a real tourist. I went to Iquitos, I went to Cusco, I was here for a whole month. I just tried to see as much as possible. And the other times I've been here, it's been only Lima because of work.
You had a nice recital the last time, and now you're coming back to perform with a chamber orchestra and a very difficult program, which is Paganini's second concerto. Could you tell me how difficult really is Paganini for violinists? Do you have to really be a real virtuoso to perform these pieces?
It's very technically quite complicated. It's just that it's also very violinistic. So in a way, it's easier than something like, say, for example, I think the Bach solo violin partitas and sonatas are harder than Paganini because they're so based on counterpoint and stuff. And Paganini is more of he writes everything like an aria, and also like an aria specifically made for the violin. This second concerto, La Campanella, for violin, he actually wrote this completely for himself because he was a little bit of a freak because he had this bone disease and he had these huge long arms and hands, and you see pictures of him and he looked like this scarecrow and everything was just very long. So he wrote it for himself, and so you need actually a hand like this to play this piece. So in fact, I'm the only girl. I'm the only chica who plays Paganini number 2 because I'm so big.
Oh, so it's not actually in the repertoire of every violinist. It's very special then.
Not violinists who are smaller than me, no. It's in the repertoire of basically me and a whole bunch of Russian guys.
I would say that number 1 is more difficult, but you're saying that it's quite different.
Number one is actually much more violinistic, and it's you can be tiny and play number 1 also. But I mean, it's tough also, but I don't know. This one I think is a much better piece of music. Like he really sort of went all out. It's completely over the top and actually kind of great fun.
You just had a master class with the students at the conservatory. How was the experience to share with maybe you're in contact with young violinists all the time, but what about the program?
There were 4 of them this morning, and they all played really well. I was particularly happy because everyone played from memory. So often I go to these master classes and everyone's staring into their music, and so here this is a very good habit to get into, to get away from the music and start making your own music. I mean, there's some good teachers here, and the students there were also a lot of students watching. They're very interested, they're very quick to learn, and also they're very keen. It's great.
And what are your expectations for this concert? You're going to perform in a new hall. Last time you've been in Santa Úrsula, and now you are making your debut, I think, in the Gran Teatro Nacional.
In the Gran Teatro, yeah. This is the first time in Gran Teatro. I've heard that it's awesome. Unfortunately, we haven't been able to rehearse there because it's so busy, so I won't see it till the day of the concert, but I've only heard great things. So, looking forward.
What are your plans for the future? Maybe in Canada, maybe in the States, maybe in Europe.
You mean my future, like as a whole, or like the immediate future? Yeah,
like concerts, presentations, maybe.
I go back from here to New York, where I live some of the time, and then up to Canada for a few things, and then over to Italy, actually, at the end of the month for. Actually, it'll be the first time my violin. I play on an Italian violin.
Which is it?
Guarini.
Oh.
From Torino, 1779, and this is the first time in 200 years it's going home to Torino. So it's pretty exciting. That's in 3 weeks. I'm really into that.
Are you very much in contact with your fans, with students, maybe throughout the social media?
I'm really good at Facebook, very bad at Twitter. So, yeah, I mean, when people write me on Facebook, I do everything myself. So sometimes, especially on the road, I get a bit behind. But yeah, no, I'm always very, very close as I can be to anyone who has questions.
Great. Just to finish, I want you to invite all the audience, all the public in Opera Peru and in Lima, especially to see this concert. What they are going to see, what they have to expect.
Well, the concert, I think it's a big opening for the Sinfonietta, and there's also a Mozart concerto, two really fun overtures. Jonas Albert, it's his first time in Peru. He's a great German conductor. And then we're finishing with the Paganini, which is, like I said before, over the top, but a hell of a lot of fun.
Okay,
For
thank you.
everyone.
I'll see you there.
Thank you.